Hey, so what's up with Naruto? It's the mid-90s and this guy named Masashi Kishimoto was at the beginning of his career. His first work was a one-shot called Katakuri, and Shueisha, the famous Japanese publishing house, took heavy notice of it. Katakuri ended up winning Kishimoto a Rookie Mangaka Award in 1996, and Shueisha was ready to push him into Shonen Jump stardom. Kishimoto revamped his one-shot for weekly serialization, and when it premiered, it flopped, like pretty hard. It got cancelled really fast. Despite seeing his first major work fail, Kishimoto still believed he had the ability to create something great. He had all kinds of one-shots stored up, ready for pitching, but he didn't know which one would get him a win. One of the one-shots he wrote premiered in the 1997 summer issue of Akumaru Jump, and it was about a young boy that could turn into a fox. Kishimoto's editor, Kosuke Yahagi, told him to try out the shonen genre one more time, and they reworked that original one-shot, birthing 3 chapters. Those 3 chapters would go on to win Kishimoto a spot in Weekly Shonen Jump for the second time. In September of 1999, Naruto made its debut in Shonen Jump magazine issue number 43. The story revolved around a young boy named Naruto Uzumaki, an outcast ninja born with the powers of a 9-tailed fox. Many of its story elements would be rooted in Eastern mythology, with other specific influences from popular culture. For example, Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball series played a major role in the formation of Naruto, as Kishimoto has cited Goku as a key reference in the framing of his main character. Other influences on the series include the likes of Godzilla, The Matrix, and Jackie Chan films.
Hi, I'm Jackie Chan.
Additionally, Kishimoto used his hometown Okayama Prefecture as a basis for the creation of Naruto's main setting, Konoha. From the very beginning, the manga was a hit. It was just a few years after its premiere that Naruto would be adapted into an anime. Part 1 to the Naruto anime premiered on October 3rd, 2002, and it was produced by Studio Pierrot with a weekly release schedule. Global releases of the series wouldn't roll out until 2005, but from there, the majority of Naruto's history is pretty straightforward. The manga would be split into 2 parts, with the second part taking place 2.5 years after the ending of the first. Kishimoto has gone on the record to say that shortly after the series began publishing, he decided that he wanted the story to build to a final fight between Naruto and Sasuke. With that exact idea as a motive, the Narden sausage rivalry would brew over the course of 700 chapters, and by the time 2014 rolled around, they had their fight and the manga found its end. The anime wouldn't officially conclude until 2017. Naruto Part 1 ran for 220 episodes, while the second series, Naruto Shippuden, ran for 500. Its path was a bit different from the manga, as during its 14-year run, it had over 40% non-canonical episodes. Technically speaking, the manga material ended at episode 479, with the remaining episodes being adapted from the Naruto light novel collection released in 2015. This isn't even mentioning that the anime's last 6 episodes had a precursor movie to fill in the blanks from back in 2014. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of Naruto movies that were released to varying degrees of success, but there were only 2 that genuinely affected the main story, those 2 being The Last, and I'll talk about this one later. While the manga was no doubt popular, the anime propelled the franchise into global stardom, bringing the medium to new audiences. Many people outside of Japan cite Naruto Part 1 as their gateway series into the anime industry. In fact, it is one of the highest earning anime franchises overseas, grossing somewhere north of $3 billion. While the history of Kishimoto's one-shot turned global sensation is technically finished, there is indeed a bit more to the story. That second movie I was talking about earlier was released in 2015, and its title is Boruto Naruto the Movie. This was a pseudo-sequel to the film The Last from 2014, as there was a post-credit scene that teased Naruto and Hinata as parents. Technically, the Boruto movie was an original work, as the Boruto manga hadn't yet existed. But alas, the person that co-wrote the film alongside Kishimoto, Ukyo Kodachi, decided to make a sequel manga to Naruto based on the movie. And also Shueisha was kind of asking Kishimoto to make a sequel, but he decided to relegate the new series to 2 people. Kodachi would write it, and one of his old assistants, Mikio Ikemoto, would illustrate. Boruto Naruto Next Generations would get an anime adaptation in 2017, premiering right after Shippuden finished. And well, the public reaction was well, I think you already know. But hey, it has its moments. Both the Boruto manga and anime are still currently serializing and airing, respectively. Of course, we love leaving our videos open-ended because most franchises we cover are still active, and Naruto is no exception. It still has Boruto going, and also, a Hollywood adaptation is in the works, yay! In 2015, it was announced that Lionsgate was planning a Naruto film with The Greatest Showman director Michael Gracie on board to direct. But beyond that, Naruto has been a cultural juggernaut for anime all around the world. Its creator is legendary, and its main cast is fabled. While the glory days of this franchise may be in the past, its successes are most definitely not. Not only does it live on in the way we run to our next class when the bell rings or when the gangsters ask what neighborhood we reside, but Naruto lives on as a symbol of a first anime, a piece of childhood nostalgia, and a potential live action that could ruin all those memories for you. But yes, for now, that's what's up with Boruto's dad.